Holy moly, 17 thumbs up with 2 already in. I love it. Oh, there's the sergeant right there. Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing? We're on tone. Central Division. SWAT has just been called in.
Hey, 197. This is a pretty big apartment complex, but we don't mind hanging out due to the circumstances. What was his description?
That sounds like Abel.
Well, we have a 40-year male, white male, approximately 30 years old, 6'2", 180 pounds. Unknown what he's wearing today. Last night he was wearing a black button-up shirt and blue jeans. We have 2 possible vehicles, a white Prius, California plate 7, Nora King Unit 665, and a black Jeep 9 Adam Paul George 806.
And 20 Victor, can we just start setting a perimeter up around the building? I'm over on the 6th and Broadway side. I'm going to get over to the 7th Avenue side.
10 for 820 Victor's on 6th and Broadway. You have to take the other side.
I have to make it to 7th and Broadway. I'm stage 50. I exit for parking garage right now.
75 bike 10-4, going to the other side.
Well, exit. Why don't you just give me maps?
75 bike confirming you were going to 7th and Broadway.
Paper, and I'm 97.
10-4. Do you need advice on any other perimeter positions?
So he's got me in Africa.
Yeah, I see a lot of units on Broadway. I could use one down on E Street, one on 6th, one on 7th. Something they kind of have it under control, though, in regards to the
What the hell?
entrances and exits to the building.
10-4, entrances and exits are covered.
21Z, we'll take 6 and 8.
521Z, 10-4, taking 6 and 8.
Victor, based on the layout for the apartment complex, I don't think we need to go all the way down the East Street. All the exits are right here off of the 900 side. So if I can get one more unit over the 6th and Broadway with me, so we have that coverage, we can keep one unit down in front of the building or in the lobby, we can come down the stairs or elevators, and then some units over on the 7th Avenue side to block those exits and the driveway. Because I don't, based on the layout, we can't make it all the way to East Street.
10-4, units to cover the front entrance.
21Z, we'll plus up that unit at 6th and Broadway.
So this is downtown.
21Z is 6th and Broadway. Is there units to cover the front entrance?
Yeah, so this is downtown, 6th and Broadway. Very interesting turn of events. That just was happening just before.
Lincoln 4, 10-4.
Lincoln 4, there's the lieutenant. So there's the watch commander that's on scene.
29Z, per 28 Victor's, referencing that report, is he good for the felony DV?
Oh, let's see. So much stuff to talk about.
It looks like it. Let me double check the report, but he should be.
Anybody out there? No live chats?
526 Yellow's going to be doing a work on a suspect tab here, so we'll have those answers first.
You have the right to remain violent. Anything you say or do can and will be used against you on YouTube. You have the right to be represented by a troll. If you cannot afford or do not have one, a troll will be appointed to you by our forum. I gotta love it. Tony's Talk Podcast. Online radio. Go check that cat out, man. Tony T in the house. I don't know if he's in the house or not. But anyway. He spent some pretty Pretty cool music.
Saying that the male is
So,
wanting to have relations with her and is currently getting in the shower.
all right, he's going to get in the shower now.
Back to her to come outside. Take she gets in the shower.
What?
Ace, of course, voice of the video. My home slice. That's right. What up, cuz? So there's that, and of course, hashtag free Chili De Castro off Delete Laws. Got a shout out to him, and we cannot forget about Eric, who's also been wrongfully incarcerated. No doubt about it. A little update here about one Stephen Zoe Perez. And I just had it here too.
Advising that she cannot leave.
Yeah, no. I'm over it.
She's having yellow?
Case number 6370982. I love this that it's let me see if I can fix it this way. Oh yeah, much better. I love how so I was emailed this. As you can see, it's quite full, but this is like a backup phone. Anyway, this is the video from can you believe the NPC? He's been locked up, he's been assaulted, he's been attacked. And that's what he wrote. That's what David Durley Brewster. That was the video that happened when
Contact your manager.
he got arrested for attacking that detective and dropping the M-bomb on him. So maybe then at the Marine recruiting depot, where was it, in Santa Barbara? Then maybe Stevie did drop the bomb on that. I mean, he is Oreo. He's mulatto. He's half black. So, I mean, technically, he's supposed to be able to get away with it. I mean, listen, man, I used to have a business in Washington, D.C. All my employees were black. I was the only white boy out of everybody. You in that word in an OR or an ER, you're looking to get your ass kicked. But if you're with your homeboys and you in that word with an A, that's a completely different connotation. But we're not going to go down that road. So a quick little update here on, and it's a possibility that he's going by Joaquin Perez instead of Stephen Perez. See, he's doing that grifting, name changing bullshit again while he's in court, or while he's in custody. Excuse me, I misspoke. He was classified as a male, but he is not in Gen Pop. He is not in general population. I physically called myself today and spoke to a deputy and gave him all the pertinent information, and was told specifically that he is not in general population. He cannot be put in general population. So someone apprised me of this situation and said that I should either figure it out or call but get the facts right. And that's exactly what I did. So I actually called down to the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department Central Jail here today and found out that he was classified a male, but he is not in general population. So, but that still doesn't mean whoop-de-doop-de-doo. May will be done, and so will June. And he will be relocated somewhere. Who knows? For the next 6 to 9 years, depending on if the judge is lenient on him. And I'm saying not, because, well, I'm going to be quiet on that. But we all know my view and what I'm going to be doing when I'm there. I'm going to have one of the deputies, hand Mr. Perez the lawsuit, and I will be there getting that restraining order violation taken care of and getting him backed up on 3 years, which means that will immediately ruin his parole or probation, deemed on if they try to shock probation or whatever. Excuse me. Hey man, I enjoyed the Dodger game. I enjoyed the Padre game. See, that just comes natural to me. You even got a little bobblehead. Machado. Advertising. I cannot believe that.
Just act routine and come in. I can't run. I'll pay for it for the rest of my life. We're asking the RP to just come to the door.
Hey, there's finally somebody in. Twin Star. I'm sure I've got, with this in here, I'm sure I've got one or two moderators that are lurking, which is fine. Which is just fine. So, okay. So with that being said, and listen to this nonsense. So now we know that Prison Potato is actually locked up, classified as a male, but in segregated protective custody, along with any of the other sexual whatever. Do you think Potato is mentally? I think they both are, aren't they? Haven't we proven? Haven't we all proven at this point that they both are? No Mercy, what's up? I mean, come on. This is insanity. The whole thing, the whole concept. Just because it's legal doesn't mean it's right. We all know that. We've proven this point time and time again. So going out and provoking innocent, dumb civilians who we all know don't know anything about expectation of privacy in public, that there is none. So the whole idea, the whole concept of it, frauditors, all you frauditors out there that are continuing to bait innocent civilians into this situation. And again, to the elder statesmen of this community, who I continue to call out, even though I've Jim, Mr. Freeman, still like to have that. I'm setting up live stream right now in the computer as we speak, as a matter of fact. Here, let me close one screen here. Oh, what'd I do? I just opened up the same damn one. What's wrong with you, clown? Is that not the Microsoft one? It is, but where's the... Oh, well. Maybe I closed it. I got tired of dealing with it because it wanted to sign in with other devices from an old Microsoft account that I had, and I didn't want it to go to that old business. Boy, I'm drinking the hard stuff. You know that. I'm not promoting anything. I'm just saying I'm drinking the hard stuff here. Straight ginger ale. Well, again, and there's one thing I've been failing to bring up, and I've been pushing this narrative pretty hard about information at Los Angeles Care. That's CAIR.com. And God, I could have already been there by now. Talking about to this call. Schweppes, but Canada, yeah, right. That, yeah, I've been pushing the narrative about that, but do realize this. And I took screenshots of whatever it was, 3 or 4 live streams ago, where there are multiple people. Oh boy, you know what? Hey, watch this. I'll fix this right here. Boom and boom. Now, type something else in again. Essay. Canada Dry. Yeah, hell yeah. So speaking of, and that's the conversation I was just going to right there, brother, is that I keep on pushing that religious narrative. But do remember this, everyone. During a couple live streams ago, and I took screenshots of these people that they were admitting to doxing this man's daughter right here, Ace's daughter. And there are people who record my live streams and who told me, hey man, well, don't worry about it, we're live streaming this. So we can go back to the IP addresses to these clowns. See where we're going with this? They're openly admitting to being a chomo on the internet. That's never good, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're going to be doxing children out here, that's pretty bad news. And I was neglect in bringing that up while I was pushing the religious aspect of this. Well, Chowderhead. Yeah, so, boom, there you go. That's all. There it is right there, ladies and gentlemen. There it is right there. Hey, man, we're all adults. We all get out here and understand that social media is the Wild West. So whatever happens at 18 and above, no matter what they say in other states, 18's it. That's where you can get drafted and go to war. So anything is non-negotiable at that point. So once you're out here, that's that. But even if your kids do go out there and have a social media presence, it still doesn't give you the green light to do what you did. Oh yeah, no. I was just trying to. It's all good.
Texted her to open the door again. She said that the male is looking right at her.
No, that's right. Hey, Slick. It's the whole world's descended into your neighborhood, huh? Except tomorrow night is going to be the big gig, huh? Fucking golden voice. It's all right. We're going to put a spanking on their asses here real quick. Yeah, so Coachella's kicking off this weekend. And No Doubt is getting back together. And I think that's the headline group tomorrow night. So I've never been impressed with what they did. I mean, ultimately, after 30 years of doing it, they finally got their act together, but whatever. Right. What up, big dog? So, and I've gotten lots of emails telling me how upset Mrs. Potato is, and even some things about I have no idea what's coming. Yeah, Coachella should be kicking off here. Let's see if I can fix this screen. Oh yeah, wow. It's kicking hard right now. Yeah, they're probably going to get me. They'll probably get me for a copyright violation, no doubt. We know how stupid they are. Yeah, they did get the stage right, though. It's all good. All right, on. So, sorry about your luck, Mrs. P. You'll get over it. There's nothing you guys are going to be able to do about this. Again, you all continue your bullshit, and I'll make life a whole hell of a lot worse. Oh, and are we clicking away at 7 days or something like that? Uh-oh. They're making entry. Shit. Got to give kudos to the new Captain Chief. Right on, cuz. Thanks for popping in, big dog. Give a shout out to Tony T, man. Tony's Talk Podcast. Online radio. Go check him out. The free the standard frequency of 420-420. Let's go check it out. Okay, one inside. Yeah, so you wanna go dox some kids, or you wanna act and disrespect the Islamic faith? I don't think that that's going to stand too good for you once people find out what you're doing and why you're locked up in there. So,
Code 465 Broadway.
code 4. So that's I'm sure they're done with Tone. I'm sure we won't hear. Nope. That should probably be the last few times we should hear Tone if they went code 4 already. Yeah, Pumpkin. I don't think I'm hearing right. I even have that, believe it or not. Oh yeah, the code 4. Iran, Israel. I got that scribbled right here. Yeah. And we're moving more of our warships in place. No, this is Biden's thing, man. They're going to put it to where there's not going to be a presidential. World War III is going to break out. You guys been free. Okay, you guys are done. Yep, dropping tone, just like that, just like I said. I don't know what's going on. And what's this? And have you heard anything about Sky Master, Sky King? I don't even know who that is or what that is. So you'd have to let me. I am not up to speed on what exactly the Sky Master, Sky King is. So you would have to inform me on that. But all I'm trying to tell you is. Level Gaza to ashes. Oh, it's the nuclear airships. Oh, no shit. Okay. Lovely. Well, if we can believe Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson, although all the nuclear war is going to be bad, but it won't be Nagasaki and Hiroshima bad. So, but, listen, whatever. But before I was going to bring up that, I was going to bring up how we're paying $1.21 in taxes on every gallon out here in California. $1.21 is just pure taxes. Electricity is up 54%. 54. It's up half. And just our general cost of living to survive out here in California is up 42%. This is unsustainable, man. They wonder why there's so many people homeless. They wonder why so many people can't afford housing. It's just ridiculous. So there has to be a huge reset. Either a bunch of us have to disappear, and when I say a bunch of us, I'm talking a few billion, like 2 or 3 billion. That's why y'all better be careful about what they jab in your arms. That's why YouTube took my channel away the second time because of that. So certainly be careful what I say about that. I need to get over on Kick or Rumble or something like that to where I can just talk without having to do code. So, but back to your Israel thing, brother. Yeah, I'll go look in that Sky Master or Sky King thing and see what that's about. You know, now at this point, man, it's just going to be little tiny drones dropping, just falling out of the sky with little nuclear warheads. I mean, do you know how easy that's going to be to replicate? Do you know how much damage you could do with those little dudes? And there's no stopping them. You can't get them all. That's impossible. So, yeah, shit's gonna happen here, real quick. Hey, man, we might get out of here. And I love the 22 thumbs up. It's just telling them that you guys have all had enough with this frauditourism. So I'll get this Streamlabs figured out. Get the computers all fired up. Get everything crack-a-lacking here. I promise. It's just that I've been working so much. This new job is the project superintendent covering all of San Diego and Temecula and south of Orange County. It's just, and on top of that, I'm still doing professional camera work and I'm still doing my side gigs. And I got to go finish that tube amplifier installation. There's a part that finally got shipped because that's a specialty amp. So I had to order a special part. I'm going to get that in tomorrow. And I'll show you all the conclusion video of that. I'll even show you the picture of the 9.1 surround system and picture by the amplifier on the on-screen display. It'll be pretty badass. So, and then I have to program his brand new remote he just bought. He just texted me and said, "Hey man, I bought a brand new remote. Can you program?" So not only did I come in there and fix this dude's tube amplifier just to his turntable and speakers, then on a whim, he wanted that system integrated with his Mitsubishi Marantz surround system. Marantz. What was it? I forgot. Whatever. I think it was Marantz. Yeah, it's Marantz. Hey, there's one of the big dogs right there. What up, big dog? Goodness. Hey, where is he? He's over there in bed. Did I just call you, buddy? Did I just call you, sweet boy? Hang on for a second. Let me do this. I've got it plugged in. I've been running it all day, and I got ready to go live. Are you wagging your tail? Are you wagging your tail? What are you doing? Hello, my sweet boy. Hello. Oh, Dixon loves. Yes. You're in your own bed, huh? Hi, buddy. Nice, sweet boy. Good boy, huh? You see the drywall? I got it all nice and crisp in the corner of the van. You see how well I did that? With another monitor right here. And a picture of LeBron James. See how well it worked with the curtains? Hello, my love puppy. Good boy. You're such a good boy. You wagging that tail, huh? You moving the curtain, huh? No, buddy. Charlie got fed earlier tonight. I know, I gotta clean this tank. No, buddy. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. When he gets fed, he gets snappy. He is not to be handled for a day or two after he's been fed. So, anyway. Hey, there we go. 30 minutes. Just like that. He is a good-looking boy. Yes, sir, he is. I didn't get a chance to talk to the OJ thing here real quick. New school cop watchers. Yeah, hopefully Chile gets out of this and we teach him to be a lot more aggressive. A lot more aggressive. Immensely aggressive. That's why I'd like to find out what the fuck's wrong with Christopher Direct D and get that bullshit resolved and fixed and get his ass back out on the streets. Hang on, what's this now? Hang on. Why don't you think auditors should not go after the people if the people are the government? No. The people aren't the government. Yeah, they need to stop going after private businesses. Period. Especially the ones out here in California, the small businesses. I guarantee you, not one of these frauditors have ever owned a business in the state of California. Have no idea what it takes to run a business, the employees to keep afloat. Government. That's the one word you said right there. Government. If the government's involved, then fair play. Oh, there's something there too, right? See? So, yeah, if there's one thing that we've learned here that Chile has proven, man, they are they're out of control. But again, bro, see, the way I'm saying this is they're prepping you. They're prepping everybody for this military, this overwhelming military martial law that's about to take place in this country. Once again, I've said the number one freedom on the entire world is America. I mean, the number one virus in the world is freedom here in America. The number one virus in the entire world is freedom. And it's right here in America. And they're coming for it. They are coming for it. Oh, now how are they going to do it with all the guns? But something's got to give. They're not. We see all these SWAT. We see all these incidences where mass. I mean, just beyond massive law enforcement presence show up, and it's becoming the norm. They're prepping us for something that's gonna happen here, kids. So I'm not saying give in. That's not what I'm saying. No, hang on. What? No, and now voice. Yeah, that's another thing too, man. Being on these fucking digital devices. And yet, I'm a content creator, so and on top of that, I talk about this to the people that I do business with. I'm saying that all this computers and all this bullshit is the devil itself, and yet I'm the one I do all the wiring. I bring it to, dude, I do the latest and the greatest of all technology that comes in. I mean, come on, look, this is just a little baby thing right here that I got. Look, HF full shortwave, HF Kenwood scan. I mean, come on, man. VHF sitting up there, I haven't finished doing yet. Couple Sure firewall protection right there for online. I mean, the whole thing. I don't know. Maybe I'll get my settlement here real quick and I can just disappear. I can go find me a nice little piece of land and just, not that I want to give up San Diego, but I guess at this point in time, whatever happens is whatever happens. So you've got a galaxy system? No shit. There you go. That's pretty rocking. Yeah, I'm not sure, man. Especially because the elders in this so-called community don't do shit. It really pisses me off. that they have the weight, they have the communication, and they don't do anything with it. It's sickening that they have the power to do good and to create change, and they do nothing with it. It's actually pretty sickening, dude. Point in case right here with Ace right here. I mean, dude, at the time that we did that 24-hour deal for Mexican Padilla, I mean, literally at that time, dude, me and him was still nobodies. We did, I mean, brother, we were just doing our own thing. Can you imagine what Freeman could do now with this much? I mean, look how many people know his name. He's essentially a household name at this point. And I just wish he would do better with the power that he has. Oh, get out. That's what you say. For real. Never mind. Now I know what you're talking about. So check this out, brother. I've got it's basically the Ranger 2950, except it's the summer camp version of it with a Texas Star 667 that I've switched the rocks out of and changed a few things. And so when you push that swing RF on that, basically that Ranger 2950, and you make that, I can pump 1,000 watts out of that 667. Yeah. And so essentially, if I hear them on that radio, especially like down at 26185 on the upper sideband, dude, if I hear anybody in the world coming from anywhere, from Africa, from Europe, from Japan, from Australia, if I hear them, I just click, hey man, what's up? Hey Australia, what's going on? Southern California. Well, dude, I have to go out there and fire the batteries up and get that thing crack-a-lacking, and we'll have to see if we got some propagation. Dude, I'd love to get down there and do a little skipping. I've heard some of it's been back. The guys on Channel 6 and the regular CB, those guys, the Compton boys in Georgia, they've been hammering it out again. That's funny, man. That's funny. Just real quick. Yeah, I know we went over. No, I do not. Brother, I am so relaxed. I am. And what's funny again is the emails that I'm getting, especially the one saying that when Mrs. Potato made fun of when I put her drawing on the thumbnail of whatever it was, the thing I did the other day, just like this one. I drew that. I think instructions. Well, I didn't draw the figure. I put the narrative up on the top left corner. I saw that. Oh, but yeah. See, I get plenty of these. I'm not going to show the whole thing, but I get plenty of these emails from everybody. Arg, arg. So I appreciate everybody that's doing that. I really do. So, no, whether this is. Yeah, that was the base station one. Oh no, the turbo. That's the one that had the 120 watt kicker built into it, wasn't it? The turbo had the 120 watt kicker built into it. Had that little 100-watt board that was built into it. That's what it was. It was the 100-watt board that was built into it. Yeah, dude, it's been a long time. You see, I used to be notorious actually in the trucking world for a while because I was an owner operator back in the 80s, back in Louisville. And then when I got out of the trucking business, a whole lifetime later had gone by. And ironically, I got into the CB repair business. And anyway, left and started my own gig and put up a huge broadcasting tower at the Beacon truck stop there at the 215 and the 10. I had this little CB bus, little micro church bus that we bought. And we'd go out there to the dinosaurs on I-10. Voice of the audio, Ace, he knows exactly where I'm talking about now. Right there at the dinosaurs. And I'd take that bus out there and I get a 36-foot push-up pole. And I get just the fiberglass Antron, the Antron 99. And I'd get out there with that Texas Star and that summer camp, dude. CB bus out here at the dinosaurs, Interstate 10, right here at the abandoned truck scales. Man, drivers got pissed. They'd say, they'd turn around and say, man, we drove for 2 fucking days down I-95 from Maine all the way to Miami. And all we heard every goddamn night, CB bus out here at the dinosaur interstate. Is it, dude, we'd get drivers because eventually we told them about the shop at the Beacon truck stop for weeks and months. Dude, drivers would come in. Is that you? Because when we went over to the Beacon truck stop, I put up a 100-foot crank-up tower, and then I put a set of Moonraker 4s up. Even with the March, but we never turned on any power until 6 p.m. We knew that 5 p.m. March Air Force Base shut down, so I always waited till 6. I'd spin that Moonraker around, and I'd point it straight out the tin and did the same thing. Hey, man, come on down to the Beacon truck stop. Crossroads Communications. Interstate 215. People be coming in for weeks, man. Coming. That's all we heard. This goddamn CB bus out there at the Oh, man. Drivers be on they look over the Beacon truck stop and see this huge. I put all kinds of antennas up on that Beacon truck stop. It looked like a ham radio festival. Guys go over the other side of it, turn around and come back. I mean, I don't know. I just saw the antennas. I just want to see what the hell y'all had in here. So that whole other night life, I was known as Miami. So, all units again. Where are we? Western Division. Imagine that. So anyway. Whole nother life of being infamous. And now this. Just real quick, whoever's left here, 22 thumbs up and 14. Just real quick, because I know more people are going to hear this. Do a K40 magnet on my roof. Yeah, holy mo. And go worldwide. Yeah, but you didn't go any higher than channel 45, right? And you stayed on sideband. You really didn't. You see, when I'm talking about 26185, excuse me, you got to have one of those big ass coiled antennas. Do I have not anything to draw on? Oh, I guess I do right here. You got to have one of those antennas where it has a little whip, and then it comes down into the thickness of the stand, and then it does one of these big old coils like this, and then it comes down here like this. You got to have one of those things where there's your whip, and then it comes down to where you can adjust that, and then you have one of those big ass old coils. There's like 5 or 6. Of course, I can't draw for shit. And then this part right here is your base, where it goes in, and that's where your coax is connected. If you don't have one of those, man, you can only go up to like channel 45. Look at me, I'm trying to write off the. You can't go down to 26.185 on upper sideband. That K40, the SWR on that K40 is basically only going to take you down maybe 10 channels below channel 1 minus 10 and channel 40 maybe plus 10. Right? Because your SWR is going to do this. And once you go past there, man, it's going to be like 2.1 to 3.1. And even if you got 1,000 watt linear, it doesn't matter. At that type of gain, it just rejects and you don't get any signal. That's the problem with the K40s. So it's not going to support the frequencies that you have on your Galaxy. You got to get one of these coil antennas, because that coil down at the base right here, it doesn't have the spread to give you the SWR range to get all the frequencies that your Galaxy does. That's why this dude right here, you got to have multiple antennas. You got to be able to switch from HF to V anyway. But I if I didn't have a bunch of shit over there stored, I would show you the books about what's happening over there. Let me see here real quick. How quickly, what a pain in the ass that would be. Oh yeah, well, may not be. Oh, that's why. I was looking for those. Oh, I don't want that. But I wanted that little cup right there. Oh, hang on. I'm going to need that light, though. Oops. I almost put somebody on timeout. Introduction to radar systems, general radio wireless communication cabling, microwave, see, electronic principles, electronic communications, antenna theory, electronic communication systems, reference data. I mean, come on, active radar. Yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to transmission and. Oh, quack. Don't worry about that, brother. Now you don't even have to do Morse code, constant wave, which is that right there. You don't even have to do the flip. Don't even worry about it. Let me tell you something. When shit hits the fan, just get the equipment. Just get it. When shit hits the fan, do you think the FCC, we're going to be worried about food and electricity and surviving? As long as you guys are in possession of this equipment, actually, I'm saying, when you all freaked out when this fucking disappeared during COVID, you guys freaked the fuck out when this was no longer available. When they take these goddamn things away from you idiots out there in the world, when they shut the cell towers down, trust me, my van, my porcupine van with all the antennas on, I'm gonna be the slickest fucking thing for miles around. Brother, I can talk to airplanes, I can talk to boats. Dude, I have every possible frequency that you can communicate on known to man, minus the encrypted high government crap that nobody has access to. If it's receivable and transmittable, I've got the shit to talk to it. I don't give a fuck. I can talk to airplanes, I can talk to boats, I can talk to government vehicles. Listen, come on. Just this right here alone, this Eaton shortwave receiver, this Kenwood HF rig with this unit in, and I've got that's a VHF, that's ICOM, and then I've got another UHF standalone unit as well. And then I've got handheld 2-meter 440s. And with this HF, see, the HF rig covers it all. And it also, you can do upper sideband, lower sideband, AM, FM, and then constant wave. It's all encompassing. Just like, doesn't your Galaxy do that? Your Galaxy, I know it does upper, lower sideband, does AM, it does FM too. Yeah. Right? Your Galaxy does all that, doesn't it? Yeah, right, it does FM. Oh, got into that out real quick. So, just real quick, we'll close this out. Tony's Talk Podcast, Voice of the Audio, Ace, you the man. Stephen Zoe Perez, aka Furry Potato, is not in general population, but is segregated away, but was classified as a man. So he's in with the rest of the questionable sexual individuals that are being housed at the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department at the Central Jail downtown Los Angeles. Pissing the fuck off of Mrs. Potato. Good for her. Whatever. And hopefully we don't go into World War III here the next week or two when Iran and Israel do their shit. Yeah, see, me too. Except I gotta have. I don't even need my rifle anymore. I do like my little. I do like my little 22. It's got a laser sight on it and a nice scope. It's got a flash suppressor on it, so it's real quiet. And I've got a bunch of 10, and I've got a couple 2 or 3 30-round clips. I don't, fuck you, government. You can kiss my ass. But for the most part, brother, when I go hunting, well, when I used to take people out in Colorado, the only thing I take is my compound bow, my DNA. The bedwetter, I love that. I love your handle on the bedwetter. That's incredible. Nicely done. Yeah, it's about time. Yeah, and you just missed SGV, San Gabriel, Jose Armando, fucking douchebag Gonzalez. Yeah, it's all right though. Speaking of him, he's only got till the 20th at 1 p.m. down at Shelter Island. We've heard an airy from him. Even if that was a troll here trolling me, and it wasn't you, punk boy, you got out that same day. Oh yeah, that Marlin Model 6, that'll do some good. So he is locked up. He's been classified as a male, but he is segregated. So, but he's down there at Central Jail. And again, if you'd like to voice your concerns to info at Los Angeles Care, CAIR.com. That's Centers for American Islamic Rights. So, same with San Gabriel Valley News. Jose Gonzalez, who started the whole Shahala Mahala thing and disrespecting the entire Islamic religion. There's that aspect of it. And then the rest of the kitten killing crew. Okay, just real quick. I keep on saying that. We keep on fucking getting... Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. And this is common news. This is news that has been proven through DNA, through testimony, and through I'm forgetting the word for it. Confess, through a confession. So you don't listen to me, but while the news was going on about OJ, I was around a few people today, and I told them, I said, it's just disgusting, the narrative that continues to be portrayed about this poor man and that the mainstream media continues to do. Oh, something's going to get popped, all right. Listen to me now, ladies and gentlemen. O.J. Simpson did not kill Nicole Brown or Ron Goldman. It's a fact. It's a proven fact. If Detective Fernman hadn't been such a deviant, racist piece of shit and now confessed to planting multiple things of evidence, he probably would have gotten convicted for the crime. Wrongfully so. We now know that it was the cocaine-fueled madness of Glenn Rogers, who is a known serial killer, who was in the circle of Ron Goldman and the cocaine world. And that, don't believe me, go look it up. Go good. And the mainstream media refuses to tell people the story. It's a maintenance man. He's from the South, Alabama, Georgia, something like that. Long blonde hair, big old boy too, like 6'2" or something, big old bulky, Didn't fit. Yeah. No, OJ's dead. The juice is gone. So that's sort of a fucked up thing. Because at the time I had just split up with the girl that I was living with and had to move up literally right across the street from Glen Helen at the time. And it turns out that was a retired police officer, and he actually knew Mark Furman. And he even said, "Dude, Mark's a racist piece of shit." He even commented during the trial that, "Oh, dude, that's Mark's handiwork right there." So, yeah, I sort of got a double inside information dealio on that as well. I'll never forget that day of that chase. That was some incredible shit. So anyway, if you guys don't, once again, the Dubs, peeling the onion back. OJ did not commit the murder. Glenn Rogers did. They found his hair. They found his DNA. He confessed to it. The people in Goldman's circle in the cocaine world all admitted to this because they didn't want to. So nobody wanted to go. Everything wanted. And you got to realize this was on the spin of the Rodney King trial that had just happened. So that wasn't going to happen twice. And the Rodney King thing, that was some crazy shit. I was actually installing the very first fiber optic switch, $10 million NEC fiber optic switches in the big house, downtown Los Angeles, Pac Bill building. As a contractor, we weren't essential workers, man. They came in and said, "Get out." I'm like, "What, dude? We still got another 3 or 4 hours on our shift." "No, we get out." As we exited the front main building downstairs, or the front entrance, they had this huge fucking water cannon set up facing out towards the front doors. 6-inch main. It was already charged, the whole bit. I was thinking, damn. And then as we left the Pac Bill building and got on the freeway, we could see South Central Los Angeles on fire. It was one of the most incredible sights as we looked back towards the west, as I went back east to the Inland Empire to go. At that time, I was actually living in Arrowbear, up by Arrowhead, by Crestline. So I was having to come down that part and then pick up people in Fontana and Rialto, and then we drive all the way into Los Angeles at the time. And we had to be there at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I would leave Crestline Valley. Actually, it was called Valley of Enchantment. Valley of Enchantment. God, I haven't thought about that place in years. My little A-frame cabin up there, some bitch. So anyway, boys and girls, listen. And then because of all of that, because of OJ, then we got the Violence Against Women's Act. And now we know how so many people got targeted for that, including the black men. And how many millions, hundreds of millions of people's lives were affected because of that. Because of Bill Clinton signing that. And Grant, listen, man, something needs to be happening. You can't be beating on women, but I'm just saying. All right. Again, check that out, Glenn Rogers. It is what it is. Hey, the fentanyl is been, I think, 3.5, 4 times the amount just in the last couple of years. Thanks. Way to go, Biden. Way to go, Brandon. You fucking clown. You're going to kill this country. We're going to have a terrorist attack inside our own country by all these idiots that he's allowed to literally walk across the border. Hey, everybody. Peace and love from the Dubs. Thank you very much for showing up. Bedwetter, of course, Groot, Tom, Ace, Voice of the Radio. Hey, shout out to Tony's Talk Podcast. Go check him out. No Mercy Online Radio. Go check that out. No Mercy Sheep. Thanks for jumping in here. Anybody else am I forgetting? No. Unless I'm skipping somebody, I'm going to get out of here in 25 seconds. Boys, Tom Space. Oh, Prince and Pirate. Okay. Forgot about and Twin Star Medium, who showed up right at the very beginning. Hey, everybody, peace and love. Be safe out there. Always record the cops. Hey, don't forget this. Act accordingly.